people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello. To you, and you. Welcome into Brainley's virtual tour live on Thursday morning. Y'all know I'm usually off unless there's something in the culture that needs to be talked about, rather, or if there's something that I want to talk about. And y'all, I don't just have 7 destinations for you this morning. No. I don't have 8 for you this morning. No. I have 10 destinations. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 destinations for you all. We have a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot to get through. The Obamas, their presidential center, our presidential center is finally open in sweet home, Chicago. Yes, indeed. And they're already doing more work than 45 and 47 has done to destroy the country. How about that? We're going to talk about Disney and Princess Tiana at Essence Fest. Wait till you see this video of these 2 cute little girls, me and Princess Tiana. It's going to make your morning for sure. Dr. Ashley Bryant, not Dr. Cheyenne, not Cheyenne Bryant, rather. She ain't a doctor. But this one, Pete DoorDash. We'll talk about it. A very positive report about students with disabilities in the school. And I'm going to tell you about that as well. Delta has made a new tier for business class. That's right. We'll talk about that. Savannah James got something to say about all the LeBron haters out here. Child, I might agree with her. I might not. You'll find out. Epic Universe, they have their brand new Celestial Goodnight show that debuted on the 7th. We'll talk about that. The workforce, a very positive report rather about remote and hybrid workers. We'll talk about that. And Why Did I Get Married Again? The trailer is out. We're going to watch it live. Whoa, 10 destinations. It's been a while since I did this. A 10 destination tour. But let's get to it because higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and 2 things for sure, though, over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith. I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Now this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you're starting it out right. But whatever happens in the daylight, and a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody. Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen, Moonves, and Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Sarah Smith, Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody, rather, by the way. I just want to kick this tour off by just saying this. Congratulations to the father of Alicia Brown, the daughter that is 17 years old now. Yesterday was a press conference. Shout out to Chit Chat with QT and many of you who were covering it. The police let the dad know that the child was alive. Now, to anybody that has done a live stream, a video, or short asking, well, if the father knew that the child was alive, Why didn't he go find the child? Let's see here. A woman, Alicia Brown, made up false DV allegations against men to get them locked up. Then there was a kidnapped child for all these years. She gets arrested on kidnapping charges. Do you honestly think if Alicia Brown wanted to do the right thing, she would have done the right thing? If the woman's not doing the right thing, what makes you think the father can know where the child is? Are y'all dumb? Are you out your minds? Are you deranged? Sincerely, especially the male and female content creators. Oh, I didn't want to talk about these people's lives. Oh, I was holding on to the information for a while. Ooh, it's a lot. But yet you posted receipts about a whole media company called Dazzly trying to tell a woman that she should retract what she said. I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. To the point where somebody in your own chat said you were on Alicia Brown's side. You didn't recognize that coming though, did you? And here's the thing, right? I get so sick and damn tired of people saying, well, guess what? I don't have to know you. Do you know it works the other way too? That person doesn't have to know you either. Pastor Kelly, Second Baptist in Little Rock, Arkansas, God bless him. He said you meet people right where they are. Now, that did not mean you meet people right where they are in terms of, attitude, this, that, and the third. That means you meet people right where they are in their journey with God. And you do realize that works the other way. People can meet you where you are too. People don't have to make space for you. People can wail in on you disrespectfully when you move in a disrespectful fashion. Like I said, some of y'all go to Burger King to get a crown. Y'all think it has weight to it. Stop it. Stop it and stop it. By the way, you know what's super silly? A content creator talking about a whole case, but yet that content creator posted a banned content creator on their YouTube channel, which should have got them banned. Are you kidding me? Gonna pretend to care about children. Child, please. Are we forgetting that some person said, okay, I'll let the kids be on TV as long as I can whoop their ass and they're bleedy enough to be on television? Are we gonna forget how somebody talked to their former mother-in-law disrespectfully at a skating rink? I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. Are we going to forget that without a certain individual, that person wouldn't be able to get a builder's license and know how their brain cells should form to be able to make their own moves because they were the brains of the operation, not that individual? Child, get the fuck out my face. In the words of NDIRE, I guess some of y'all just want to stay locked up. But God forbid, if one of y'all has a daughter or a granddaughter and y'all son-in-law makes up false allegations on your daughter or granddaughter, and that son-in-law kidnaps y'all child, would you have the same energy or no? Just because you call yourself something doesn't mean that anybody actually believes it. But there is a scripture in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Now clock that, T. Child, I cannot. Child. What the hell? And by the way, maybe the reason why that young lady's life changed with that dog, because it wasn't your thirsty toxicity energy around that child. Moving on, let's get to our show, everybody. Good damn. Just I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And yes, Millie Chun is more credible than your entire existence, heifer, that needs to be put out to pasture. Socially, of course. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. Moving on. I think Millie Chun is bigger than you in terms of subscribers and total views. And I think I did math time on your ass. So know your role, stay in your place, and drive your speed limit, heifer. Once again, let's roll on, everybody. Let's talk about the Obamas, everybody. Yes, indeed. Here, I just had to get that out because I'm like, we're not doing this today, tonight, or tomorrow, or anytime. Okay, just keeping it a buck. I love hearing myself back. I sound fabulous in the words of the Grinch. All right, here we go, everybody. From RollingOut.com, celebrating 25 years on to the next 25. Obama Presidential Center reveals the inspiring new attraction. The La Boricua creator hosts hands-on event honoring comics' 10th anniversary. Look at that. That's absolutely incredible. The Obama Presidential Center is beginning to reveal what kinds of cultural programming visitors can expect, starting with a hands-on superhero workshop led by comic book creator Eduardo Miranda Rodriguez. According to WDIGMA, the event held shortly after the center's grand opening on Chicago's South Side invited attendees to design their own original superheroes. It also marked the 10th anniversary of Miranda Rodriguez's Afro-Latina character, La Boricua. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know about this comic book character in 10 years. Amazing. An independent hero crosses into mainstream comics. La Boricua was created by Miranda Rodriguez, an independent writer, graphic novelist, and philanthropist based in Brooklyn. Though not affiliated with major publishers like Marvel or DC Comics, the character has crossed over with DC's most recognizable superheroes in past storylines. Miranda Rodriguez brought books and action figurines from the series to the Center for the Workshop, giving fans of all ages a chance to engage directly with the character's origins and legacy. Visitors traveled from across the country and beyond. The workshop drew attendees from far outside Chicago, part of a larger 3-day event called Every Child Thrives Festival, hosted by the W.K. Keller Foundation. One attendee, Zenanda Perez, traveled from Oaxaca, Mexico, to take part. Ellie Ingram, a college student visiting from the Bronx, visiting Chicago to work with a PAL violence prevention organization, also attended. She created a character called Ultra Rain, inspired by her own personality and outlook. Nearly 24 art installations filled the room. During the session, Miranda Rodriguez set up close to 20 art stations stocked with paper-colored pencils and superhero templates. Participants were guided through questions about their imagined powers and what they would choose to protect, sparkling personal reflection alongside creative expression. The workshop happened to fall on New Comic Book Day, the industry standard weekly release schedule, adding a fitting backdrop to the celebration. 10 artists create anniversary tribute covers to mark La Boricua's 10th anniversary. 10 different artists produced commemorative variant covers of the original comic. Among the contributors is Marvel Studios artist Nick Miranda, who designed the cover inspired by Puerto Rican skipper butterflies. The character's roots trace back more than a decade. When Miranda Rodriguez first developed La Boricua, he built the character around the influence of women in his own life. The series later expanded in 2018 with collaboration alongside DC Comics called Reconstruction. Reminiscing and rebuilding Puerto Rico, that graphic novel paired La Boricua with Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, in a story confronting climate change, released 9 months before Hurricane Maria struck the island. Wow, talk about timing and foresight and insight. The series has gone into a travel exhibition. Since its debut, La Boricua has expanded beyond comic books into a traveling museum exhibition, which stops at institutions like Chicago Natural Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture. Attendees connected over shared identity and purpose. Perez attended the festival representing COPRA, an organization focused on ending racial discrimination in Mexico. She sat beside Liz Torek, Director of Marketing and Development at the Hispanic Development Fund in Kansas City, who works to support first-generation Latino students. Both women were visiting Chicago for the first time and said the event offered an early look at what the center hopes to offer culturally moving forward. Outside the workshop, some visitors some visitors were unable to access parts of the center due to the private nature of the festival, including the NBA regulation-sized home court basketball facility. This article contains information originally reported by WBEZ. First of all, congratulations. Comic book characters, they showcase the power of not just what we can put down on paper in terms of images, but how much we can explore what we can create in the world as well. The words of God, they be the change that you want to see. And I want to say one more thing, right? I would think, this is just me, I would think after Milagograms, Tasha K, always a loser who lost in court to the person that he wanted to be connected to, and the DL Whisperer maybe always being a loser, and DL Whisperer might need a date. Just saying. Seem like they would be a happy couple, both ratchet, tired, and broken in their behavior. I would think that nobody would post any receipts that would not get their ass in court. But I guess sometimes, instead of looking at problems that you can avoid, I guess you must become a problem because you're not a solution for yourself in real life, nor in your virtual life. Now, clock that tick. Now, like I said before, I think that this is absolutely wonderful. And truly, a lot of people think representation is this, is not just this. It is processes, right? For example, pen, right? There are some people that are short people, right? And their hands are not the same as ours, so they need a pen that works like that. Some people, they can't see, so they need Braille to be able to read, right? So diversity, equity, inclusion, right, and belonging and accepting is more about how we think, how we see, how we feel, how we move, and how we connect. And I'm so proud of the comic book industry and how big it is. I wish Stan Lee was still here because I know he would have been at the Obama Presidential Center opening. The best thing we can all do in terms of honoring Stan Lee is recognizing that just because a hero is not known doesn't mean they're not doing great work. Just because a hero is not known doesn't mean they're not doing great work. Just because a hero is not known doesn't mean they're not doing great work. Mr. Stan Lee, and shout out to all the comic book lovers out there. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. That's not the only thing the Obama Presidential Center is doing. Oh, no. We got some women's basketball to talk about. Yes, we do. WNBA. And I will always stand 10 toes down. If Gianna Bryant was here, and Kobe Bryant was here, I promise you, Kobe Bryant would be an owner of a team. He would be an executive. He would be having his media company. And Gianna will be mopping the floor with Angel Reese, baby. Yes, indeed, she would be. One love, much love, all love to them. Absolutely. Praying for the Bryant family, for sure. Let's get to it here. WNBA to host events at the new Obama Presidential Center. This came out yesterday, New York and Chicago, July 8th. 2026, the Women's National Basketball Association, WNBA, announced yesterday that several marquee events during the AT&T WNBA All-Star 2026 will take place at the newly opened Obama Presidential Center. As a part of the All-Star festivities, the Obama Presidential Center will serve as a featured venue for various AT&T WNBA All-Star activities, bringing together players, fans, and community members for unique experiences, celebrating basketball, culture, community impact, and connection throughout the weekend. Hosting AT&T WNBA All-Star events at the Obama Presidential Center is a true honor. It reflects our commitment to create connection through basketball and engaging communities in meaningful ways, said WNBA Commissioner Kathy Ellsberg. We're excited to bring together the WNBA family and the greater Chicago community to create memorable experiences at this historic venue. I believe Big Sean and Usher also did something in Chicago with the Boys and Girls Club. I believe we talked about that here on Bring Virtual. I know we did. We're thrilled to welcome the WNBA as our first professional sports league hosted at the Obama Presidential Center, said Valerie Jarrett, CEO at the Obama Foundation. At the center, we believe sports have the power to bring people together and create meaningful opportunities to build the next generation of leaders. Rooted on the south side of Chicago, the Obama Presidential Center is a global hub for inspiring, empowering, and connecting people to make change. Located on 19.3 acres of land in the historic Jackson Park, the center invites visitors of all ages from across the street and around the world. You know, it's amazing whether you're from across the street or from around the world. We all, some of us more than others, are trying to get to our highest destination. Amen. Praise him and hallelujah for that. To explore the ideas and values that shape our democracy, engage with the story of President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. She will always be our First Lady. To everybody saying Barack Obama, Michelle Obama is our President and First Lady, you have every right to say that. If they can believe that this president and this First Lady is their President and First Lady, we can believe that Barack Obama and Michelle Obama is still our President and First Lady. I will always, when I meet them, hello, President Obama, hello, First Lady Michelle Obama. They deserve that respect. Okay? That's why I say their names. I don't say 47's name. I just say 47. You should know who it is by now. Me and Whoopi are like this. Okay, listen. Whoopi Goldberg, that is. By the way, you can catch The View weekdays 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, only on ABC. That's happening weekdays, by the way, as well. And to be inspired to bringing change home to their own communities through dynamic programs, cultural experiences, and public spaces. The center reflects the energy of Chicago and the Obama's belief that ordinary people can work together, working together can achieve extraordinary things. Events and activations hosted at the Obama Presidential Center on Friday, July 24th, will include AT&T WNBA All-Star Media Day and Practice. This marks the first time an All-Star practice will be held at a venue of this kind. So this is the first time. This is the first time that entertainment and powerful change are in the same place. There's never been a practice and a media day for any sports team in a presidential center. That is beyond black, incredibly cool. In the words of that kid from The Incredibles, that's totally wicked! 2026 WNBA Changemaker Day. WNBA Changemakers, Ally, AT&T, AWS. I think that's Amazon, the Amazon company there. CarMax, Deloitte, Google, and Nike will bring the third annual Changemaker Day to the center in collaboration with the Chicago Sky, Chicago Public Schools, and the Girls Opportunity Alliance, an initiative of the Obama Foundation. Junior WNBA Day, AT&T and the WNBA will celebrate All-Star with a day of programming designed to inspire girls through basketball, leadership, and learning. Activities will include a basketball fundamentals clinic, panel discussions, a vision board workshop, science, technology, engineering, math activities, and more. Most of these events activations will take place in the center's 60,000 square feet athletic building. Home court, a dynamic space for play, wellness, and youth engagement. Home court features a WNBA and a NBA regulation basketball court and multi-purpose spaces for programming that brings young people together through sports, leadership, and teamwork. Additional details on Changemaker Day and community activations will be announced at a later date. The 2026 AT&T WNBA All-Star Game will take place Saturday, July 25th at the United Center. The State Farm WNBA three-point contest and the Kierra WNBA Shooting Stars will take place on Friday, July 24th at Wintrust Arena, the home of Chicago Sky. So first of all, congratulations to the Obama Center. Doing big things already. Come on now. And you know, I think sometimes we tend to forget that just because something's not happening for us doesn't mean we shouldn't root for it. And that's the problem with us. I've said it many times before. We are the only culture that asks for progress, but then we attack oh my God. We're the only, what am I trying to say? We're the only culture that asks for progress, but then attack the development of how that progress has happened. We're the only culture that asks for progress, but then attack how the development of that progress has happened. We are the only culture that asks for progress and then attack how the process of that progress has happened. Just keep it at a buck. All right, y'all, we do have more Brains Virtual Tour Live. Like I said, we have 10 destinations for you all this morning. Let's keep going here. Rollout.com, celebrating 25 years, on to the next 25 years. Disney's Civil Term talks representation at Essence Fest. Vice President Civil Term on Black representation and Tiana's Bayou Adventures New City Tour. First of all, the fit is fitting. Look at the old school Disneyland shirt with the blue. Just excellent. I have no notes. Disney has shown up at the Essence Festival of Culture for years now. And like I showed y'all before, Hulu actually broadcasted live the Essence Festival of Culture. They haven't done it in recent years, but they used to do that. But for Civil Term, the visit carries a personal weight that goes beyond brand activations and photo opportunities. Term, Vice President of Marketing and Commercial Strategy at Disneyland Resorts. Let me say that title 2 more times for y'all. Vice President of Marketing and Commercial Strategy at Disneyland Resort. Vice President of Marketing and Commercial Strategy at Disneyland Resort. That's her title. Okay? All right, moving on. Who has spent nearly 3 decades in the travel and hospitality industry, sat down for an interview at Essence Fest 2026 in New Orleans, Louisiana, led by Tar Roulette, let the good times roll, baby, to talk about representation, legacy, and why Disney keeps returning to this stage. For Term, the connection between Disneyland and Black culture isn't a recent marketing discovery, it's history. For us, it's really about telling our story to people who look like us, Term said. Disneyland's about bringing the happiest place on earth to everyone, and we are a special part of that. If you think about Black people, especially, we are culture bearers. We mean culture. Term pointed to Disneyland's origins to make her case. The park opened in 1955, and Term said the footage from that era tells its own story. If you look at the opening films, there were all types of people who are building this, she said. When I look at that film, I see brown people and Black people building Disneyland. Let me read that 2 more times for y'all. I see brown people and Black people building Disneyland. I see brown people and Black people building Disneyland. So it's always been a part of Disneyland. That history, she said, is part of why Essence Fest feels less like an outreach stop and more like a homecoming. We are a fabric. We are part of the fabric of California, and that's a part of the fabric of Disneyland, Term said. So when we come to places like Essence, it's like we're coming back to our roots, and I love that. The conversation also turned to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the ride and immersive experience built around Disney's first Black princess, and Disney plans to tour a related celebration to cities beyond the usual entertainment hubs, including markets like Ohio, Arizona, Seattle, Northern California. Please, Disney, visit Arkansas. Please. It would be so amazing. Ooh, why am I getting emotional, man? It would be so amazing if this tour went to Arkansas because y'all know, like I said, the Little Rock Nine. We got Leah Rashad from Wayne to Exhale, Cheryl Underwood, Dion Cole, Anthony Anderson's dad is from Arkansas, John H. Johnson, the founder of Ebony and Jet magazine, was born in Arkansas City, Arkansas. The original Sandman from Showtime at the Apollo was born in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The oldest barbecue restaurant is in Arkansas. There's a lot of Black history there, and damn it, Arkansas needs to be respected. Let's keep going. Term was very direct about why reaching those smaller and non-traditional markets matters as much as the flagship parks and coastal cities. You think mainstream markets a lot of times, but how important is it to bring these activations to smaller cities? She said, when I think about Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it's really important that children see themselves differently and they see a Black friend and they realize that's me. She's beautiful. I'm beautiful. I can look at her and I can see myself. For Term, that recognition is the entire point of taking Tiana's story on the road rather than keeping it confined to the parks in California and Florida. When I think about places in Arizona, when I think about places in Seattle, even in Northern California, like San Francisco, I want them to see themselves and know I can go to places like Disneyland. I can go places and be welcome there and feel comfortable. Woo! Why is this black woman trying to make me cry this morning? Jesus Christ, man! Oh my God, child. Okay. See, this is why I get frustrated with us as a people. And I'm not saying I'm in the IRA, okay? But I will say this, though. It is amazing to me that some people ask, where's the content? Where are the good things of our community? This, that, and the third. And it's out here, but yet you don't want to cover it. Now, it's your right to not cover things, right? But don't complain about what you're asking for and you're not supporting it. Now, clock that T. Okay. All right. My God, today. Let's keep going here. It's a theme that Sherm has returned to the past and it's a theme Sherm has returned to in past Essence Fest appearances as well. We're discussing Disney Came to Play campaign built to intentionally invite Black audiences into experiences curated with them in mind, or celebrate soulfully the company's ongoing effort to spotlight Black joy and heritage across its resorts. But this year's conversation leaned heavily on a simpler idea. Children need to see themselves reflected, and that recognition shouldn't be limited to major metro areas. Sherm's own history with Disney predates her career there by decades. She has spoken previously about her mother taking her and her sisters to Walt Disney World every year for nearly 2 decades after receiving an invitation through a Palm Beach County teacher preview program in the early 1970s. A tradition that has helped shape her lifelong relationship with the brand long before she helped shape its marketing, rather. That personal through line was evident in New Orleans, where Sherm framed Disney's presence at Essence Fest not as a company checking a box, but as an extension of that relationship, that in her telling has existed since the park's opening day. As Disney continues expanding Tiana's Bayou Adventure programming into new markets, Sherm's comments suggest the company seeks representation not as a single ride or a single festival appearance, but an ongoing effort to make sure that Black families in New Orleans, Louisiana, and Ohio, and everywhere in between, see themselves welcomed into the story. Now, if that doesn't make you smile, I don't know what will. Like I said before, when I did the Black Disney Expo, which my good friend Florton from BFP Imagineering said, is that happening? I wish it was. And I think with Miss Turner here, it could possibly happen. But I said in that tour that I rag on Disney so much because I believe it could be better. You know what I mean? And when I think of Disney, I think of them like this.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from?
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
That's why I think of Disney. There's one more thing that I want to show you all. We usually play this when we do BFP Imagineering. But I think that this directly ties into how we're talking about Disney. So I don't mind playing it. It is truly one of the greatest intros to any vacation DVD ever done by Disney. So I will let our good friend Walt Disney do what he does best. Go ahead, Walt.
To all who come to this happy place,
welcome.
Welcome. Disneyland is your land.
Oh. It's hard not to smile while this is playing. It really is. Oh, man.
This is a global event as Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disneyland, Hong Kong Disneyland, and Disney Cruise Line join Disneyland in celebrating
50 years of
magic.
It's the happiest celebration on Earth.
Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals and the dreams that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
I know that the world seems like we lost our center. I know it's mentally hard to wake up some days and feel like your life can have purpose. And it's very difficult to know if you even want to invest into this soil of what's happening in our world in terms of people, places, and things. But you know what really gives me hope, joy, and a fulfillment to know that everything is going to be okay? It's the world itself. I always have said anybody can be a present to entertain you. Let me come on the big screen for a minute. Anybody can be a present to entertain you, but it takes somebody to be a gift to bless you. And I think the problem with us, so many of us, some more than others, believe because they have the numbers in terms of subscribers and total views, and they have the social capital, that means they're a gift. Gifts, you make time, energy, and the commitment to make sure that has purpose in your life every day. Just because you have the numbers in terms of subscribers and total views and you have the social capital doesn't really mean anything. Because actions speak a lot louder than words. As we often say, anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. And what I've come to know is that it's usually the people that are doing the best work are usually the ones that are not seen, not heard, and they're not embraced, but they do the work because of understanding the magnitude of responsibility. Some of y'all are out here projecting yourselves like a gift when you really are a temporary present seeking attention. Now, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. How long this series has been around, Tom and Jerry? It's been around for over 50 years, bro. Longer than that. Hanna-Barbera's been around for a very long time. Their cartoons are still playing. Some people confuse old as washed up, tired, and broken. I think that's in the eye of the beholder. Because the true value of a brand, company, or platform is not by the quantity of things that they can do, but it's the quality of how people want to stay connected. Let's keep going. We definitely have a lot more tour for you all. So I want to show y'all this beautiful video right here from Black Geek Squad. Shout out to them. A great platform. Yes, indeed. Truly a great platform. Love for Tiana knows no color. Now, if y'all know, in Princess Tiana, there is a white friend there, Lottie. Let's watch this, y'all.
I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy.
I don't care. Woo! Trials and tribulations. I had my share.
Woo! I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations. I'm closer every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care.
Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. Ain't nothing gonna stop me now, cause I'm almost there. Showed y'all a tweet where Nika Nani Rose, the Princess Tiana, responded to me on Twitter and said, I want a Princess and the Frog too. Nika Nani Rose actually walked through a Disney park and took time out to speak to a child. Jaylen Brown, shout out to him. He just got traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. And a kid was crying so hard because he was going to miss him. And Jaylen Brown took time out to make sure that kid was okay. You know how I always talk about there's a 99.9% chance of, your dream not coming true, but if there's the 1% chance you care about it, I am so glad that free will was given to us. Now, free will, as much as it is a dangerous weapon, it's also a powerful tool. The true ones that have legacy, like NDIRE, they have legacy because they diversify themselves. They make sure equality matters and they include everybody. Not like Young Miami. And shout out to the commenter who said it in Tasha K's chat. Wait, you're saying that people are tricking, but yet you congratulate Young Miami, and you saying that people like to be lied to, but yet you lied on Cardi B and her child saying they have an STD, and you got paid $3.5 million, and you just had to pay $60,000. I would shut the fuck up if I were you, but you're not going to. Now, let's continue on with our good energy over here. Let's continue here. Of course, WDW Pro and the conservatives are going to hate on this, just like they hate on a black Ariel because they don't like black people. Yeah, I said that shit. And WDW Pro and all the conservatives over there, including in the closet, Benny Johnson, who said, and I quote, let me bring it up here. So basically, Benny Johnson said, name at least one black woman who had something to do with the founding of America. Here it is. Angela of Jamestown, 1619. Isabel Devora, 1598. Mary Johnson, Elizabeth Key Grinstead, 1630 to 1665. Macon Van Angelo, Angola rather. Dorothy Creole Tibu. Lucky Larry Terry Prince, 1773 to 1821. Phyllis Whitley Peter, 1753 to 1784. Jenny Slew, 1719, 1798. Belinda Sutton, 1712 to 1792. Elizabeth Munn Beth Freeman, 1744 to 1829. Ona Judge, 1773 to 1848. Hannah Till, Mammy Tate, Linda Brodnix, Betty Hemmings, 1735 to 1807. Mary Hemmings Bell, 1773 to 1833. Sally Hemmings, 1773 to 1835. Harriet Hemmings, 1801 to 1863. Celia Grayson, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Maria W. Stewart, Mary Ann Shad Carey, Frances Ellen Watkins Harper, Susie King Taylor, the 688, along with many other black women. So listen, as many people have said before, don't use inventions used by black people for a week, and let's see how you make it. And Benny Johnson is gay as fuck. There's no allegedly on that. Okay? All right. If other people can go to their YouTube channels and post receipts that may not be true and end up as the next Tasha K or Malago Rams, or always being a loser or DL whisperer, we can say what we want to. Now clock that T once again, child. Make no damn sense. Anyway, let's continue on, because that's not all that's been happening with Disney. So, check this out as well here. Here we go.
I'm Michael Michelle Harris, and I played the new character Blaze in Toy Story 5. I'm really excited to play her because she is an older kid, one of the first African-American characters in the movie franchise, and she is always being herself, and I love that about her. I think that Blaze would sing You've Got a Friend in Me, and I think the reason for that, Bonnie has a friend in Blaze throughout the entire movie, and I think that, maybe they would hit a little duet. That'd be fun. I loved, listening to the SZAs of the world and, the hip hop and stuff like that. I think that really helped me get into character for Blaze. It's just amazing. I can't stop saying the word amazing. It's just so amazing.
The team at Pixar is always looking to innovate, and they've done it again with Toy Story 5.
We have a character named Blaze with beautiful, long, tight, curly hair, which is something we have not been able to do before.
The filmmakers tell us that since this is a sequel and they don't have to create every character and setting from scratch, it leaves a little more time to solve issues they've struggled with in the past, like perfecting curly hair.
We want to be able to create cultural diversity that feels authentic, and different types of hairstyles are an incredibly important part of that. And technology has been an obstacle in that regard, especially with curly hair until very recently. And so I think this just opens the door.
Shout out to the black female jurors with the slinky dog ears. Yes, we stand.
Now to future films being able to represent anyone.
At the Toy Story 5 premiere, Michael Michelle Harris, who voices the horse-loving Blaze, was very excited to bring that kind of representation.
It's just amazing. I can't stop saying the word amazing.
But seeing you tonight, I remembered I loved you. Came back when it mattered, I saw you. But seeing you tonight.
Meet Blaze Manoogian, Toy Story 5's most important character. Voiced by Michael Michelle Harris, this 8.5-year-old is pivotal to Pixar's newest installment of the Toy Story franchise, in more ways than one. Blaze is the first half-Armenian, half-black character in the Pixar universe. Her home is comprised of a barn full of animals, an Armenian father who she lovingly calls Baba, and a beautiful black mother. The movie tackles the toys' existential crisis of technology replacing them, which is fitting considering for the film, Pixar invented a a brand new animation technology capable of accurately rendering tightly coiled hair texture to complete Blaze's look. Praised as a major win by their Black animators, Blaze's curly hair is a first for the award-winning studio and unlocks endless possibilities for a more diverse and culturally accurate representation going forward. She's a spunky, animal-loving preteen that introduces us to a whole new group of tech toys, including Conan O'Brien's Smarty Pants. To avoid further spoilers, I'll stop there, but just know that when you walk out of theater, meet Blaze Manookian.
By the way, I think that this young sister here is actually in Wizards Beyond Waverly Place as well. Let's keep going.
Toy Story 5 hits theaters on Friday, and along with our already favorite characters from the storied franchise, we meet a brand new one named Blaze.
And the voice behind the new girl is a familiar one to the ABC Disney family, and one we certainly recognize. Our Alicia Vitarelli chatted with South Jersey teen superstar Michael Michelle Harris about joining the Toy Story legacy.
To infinity and beyond.
It was loud, but it was a crazy time in our house.
Michael Michelle Harris recalling the moment she got the call.
My mom gets off the phone and she turns to me and she says, "You were going to be in Toy Story 5. And we all just started screaming.
Harris has been in showbiz since she was 3 years old.
We have been watching your star rise since you were little itty bitty, and now you're 14?
14, yeah. Turned 14 in March.
Well, we choose Christmas.
She joined the ABC Disney family in 2019 with her breakout role in the sitcom Mixed-ish.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the other young lady. Okay, my bad.
B+.
Toy Story 5 hits
like my mustache, madame. And the voice wasn't scripted. How I would change my voice wasn't scripted, but I did it anyway. And so the entire booth behind the scenes starts laughing.
Is there ever a moment where you completely broke character laughing in the sound booth, where something was just so funny you just couldn't?
Yes. And coincidentally, it was one of the
her enthusiasm is giving me life.
The hardest scenes to animate and to render. There is a scene where I take my hair in front of my face. My character takes her hair in front of her face, and she goes, like my mustache, madame. And the voice wasn't scripted. How I would change my voice wasn't scripted, but I did it anyway. And so the entire booth.
So we saw this already. I just let it play again there.
New character.
First of all, I'm loving these interviews. Shout out to you journalists for showcasing personality. Oh, the clock.
Is introduced. Blaze. She brings on curly hair representation to the Pixar family, which is so inspiring to see. Why was this an important choice in this film?
The technology allowed us to easily, or more easily, do something complex like curly hair and stuff. So we loved broadening the horizons of everything.
Matt Nolte designed Blaze with this beautiful, beautiful mane of curly hair, and it was important to push the tech so that we could be as authentic with the way that Blaze wears her hair, how she cares for it, and I think it makes her feel really real.
I know so many curly queens across the world are going to be so happy to see because they look so beautiful and luscious. I could tell what product she used.
Yeah. I know, she's so good. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it was like Blaze is one of everybody's favorite characters now. And even when we screened it to an audience early on, like Blaze was like one of the fan favorites.
She's an incoming Pixar icon.
Yes,
she is. New
So that might mean future development for Blaze as well. That is awesome. Let's keep going. So we have this here, this here, this here. The boots, the boots, the boots. Okay, wow. Incredible. Absolutely stunning. One more video about Disney, and then we're going to move right on along, everybody. Now, Tiana, Lottie, and Naveen, they happen to be outside. And I got the exclusive intel for you. Yes, I do. Oh, truly, this is why I love doing this job. So let's watch here. Here we go. This happened at Disneyland here.
Oh, I think I hear my best friend. It's so lovely to see. Yes, this is my best friend.
Naveen's here too.
Oh my
goodness.
Yes.
Hi, Naveen. My goodness. I'm just taking a picture. I'll be back.
All righty. Okay, I'll see you soon. Yes, you know she is. Oh, I think I. Oh.
We showed off of Princess Tiana that was on the Disney cruise ship, and child, she was Tiana all the way down. No notes.
I wanted to ask you, Tiana, are you gonna find a lot of your prints here? Maybe
we're looking to
I've been working on it. Oh, you've been working on it. I need some help from you if you can look around.
He's gonna set me up with somebody. He keeps telling me there's somebody he wants to set me up with. He won't describe him. He won't tell me anything about him. Something that's a mystery, man.
Exactly. It's a secret for now. It's a secret for now? I wanted to ask you.
Oh man, now if that didn't make you smile, I don't know what does. Maybe this might though. Let's talk about from my good friends at blacknews.com, everybody. It's official. Black woman therapist who beat DoorDash, okay, without a lawyer now holds federal trademark. Let me say that 2 more times. It's official. Black woman therapist who beat DoorDash without a lawyer now holds federal trademark. Milagro, this is how you do it. Not that you have any intelligence. Sorry to your mother that had to birth that much of a failure out of her vagina, but that's neither here nor there. It's official. Black woman therapist who beat DoorDash without lawyer now holds a federal trademark. The USPTO has issued Lead Dash its federal trademark registration, stealing Dr. Ashley Bryant's. Now we call her a doctor. We don't call Cheyenne Bryant a doctor. She a lie, she a cheat, and we don't want Cheyenne no more. Shout out to Angela Bassett. Pro say victory over the $70 billion tech giant, over the $70 billion tech giant, over the $70 billion tech giant. On April 28th, 2026, the United States Patent and Trademark Office issued federal trademark registration number 8,227,151 for Lead Dash to Dr. Ashley Bryant, a licensed therapist. You hear that? Cheyenne Bryant, a licensed therapist. So you hear that? Cheyenne Bryant, a licensed therapist. One more time, because you touched, and now in the best way possible. You hear that? Cheyenne Bryant, a licensed therapist and founder of Lead Dash Marketing LLC. The registration closes the chapter on a story that captured national attention earlier this year when Dr. Bryant defeated DoorDash Inc. In a federal trademark opposition without hiring a single attorney. The case, DoorDash Incorporated versus Lead Dash Marketing LLC, opposition 912-99424, was dismissed with prejudice on February 18th, 2026. It was dismissed with prejudice during Black History Month. Clock that T. After Dr. Bryant represented herself for 8 months, the dismissal is permanent. The dismissal is permanent. The dismissal is permanent. In the words of giving you the real tea, it's been dismissed. It's been dismissed. It's been dismissed. And in the words of my good friend Chef Don, DoorDash been denied. Denied. Y'all tried to do the most, but y'all lost. Denied. Okay. I happen to be a music artist from time to time. Said no one ever, child. But moving on, DoorDash cannot refile the same challenge again. And now, with the federal registration officially in hand, Dr. Bryant holds nationwide protection for the Lead Dash category and Lead Dash mark rather in the category of cloud-based software for small businesses. This is the part I waited for. She said, when the case was dismissed, the headline said I won, but I knew it wasn't real until the certificate was in my hand. Now it is. The fight is over, and the paperwork agrees. DoorDash filed its notice of opposition in June 2025, arguing that Lead Dash will confuse consumers with its Dash branded products, including DoorDash, Dash Pass, and Dasher. Not y'all looking like Dave and Buster's when Dave and Buster's sued their competitor over the words eat, drink, play, and watch. The hell wrong with y'all? Oh my God, y'all are just as bad as male and female content creators once again who go to Burger King and think that crown actually holds weight. My God. Jesus Christ. Dr. Bryant filed a comprehensive answer arguing that a food delivery company and a HIPAA-compliant practice management platform for licensed mental health professionals share no overlapping consumers, channels, or services. She drafted every motion, met every filing deadline, and never retained counsel. I built Lead Dash to serve mental health professionals, a community that is already underserved and overworked. Dr. Bryant said when the case was dismissed in February, my brand has nothing to do with food delivery. I knew that. The facts showed that I was going to let the size of their legal team change what was true. The story was first reported by KFOR in Oklahoma City on March 12, 2026, and subsequently picked up by Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com, Face to Face Africa, and more than 24 additional outlets across the country. DoorDash did not respond to K4's request for comment at the time of the broadcast. Of course they did it. They didn't want to look like losers on local television. The hell? DoorDash has a documented pattern of filing opposition against small businesses whose name include the word dash. Most fold. Dr. Bryant did not. The small business is usually the one to walk away. I didn't walk away. In the end, DoorDash decided that they were simply going to walk away. I mean, not like they had a damn choice to. Dr. Bryant said, what I want for other founders to take from this is simple. The size of the company across from you does not decide the outcome. The size of the company across from you doesn't decide the outcome. The size of the company across from you doesn't decide the outcome. The facts do. And you're allowed to fight for what you built. Amen, amen, amen. Lead Dash Marketing LLC is currently welcoming founding members. The platform combines EHR, marketing automation, and 24/7 receptionist and CRM tools built exclusively for mental health private practices. Therapists and mental health professionals can learn more at lead-dash.io. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to type it in then. Give me a moment now, because I definitely wanna spotlight this dash.io. Definitely want to give them some love for sure. About Lead Dash Marketing LLC. Lead Dash Marketing LLC is an Edmond, Oklahoma-based technology company founded by Dr. Ashley Bryant. The company provides EHR client management and marketing software solutions built exclusively for licensed therapists and mental health professionals. About Dr. Ashley Bryant. Dr. Ashley Bryant, PhD, LPC, CRC, BC, TMH, is a licensed, you hear that, Cheyenne Bryant, professional counselor, keynote speaker, and founder of Lead Dash Marketing LLC. She is a nationally recognized voice on workplace mental health, burnout prevention, and inclusive leadership, and has been featured as a mental health expert on TLC's My 600-Pound Life, public broadcasting system, National Public Radio, Columbia Broadcasting System, and Fox. I do know my media, ladies and gentlemen. For press inquiries, contact info at lead-io. First of all, congratulations to you, my sister. Beating a $70 billion company is absolutely huge. And DoorDash, y'all better not mess up any of her orders at all. At all. Let's show some love to the site here. Here is lead-.com here. We always do not mind showing off a black business that's trying to do good in the neighborhood. So here it is here. As you can see, Fox 31 Denver, W2 NBC affiliate, WHTM 27, WGNO New Orleans' very own ABC affiliate, MSN, Yahoo, and Black Enterprise as well. So you see all of the resources there. Absolutely amazing. And there is Dr. Ashley Bryant. Amen. Praise him. Hallelujah. So you got many people here. Dr. Derek Collins, founder of the Diversion Center in Atlanta, Georgia. Tremaine Willis, CEO of TW Media Education, Newport News, Virginia, the Diversion Center in Atlanta, Georgia. Carlos Green, relationship coach, Power Couples Rock, Lilburn, Georgia, and coach Cassandra Henriquez, Love Cultural Professional Women, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So $99 a month for core, complete $299 a month and done for you. $299 a month plus a one-time $1,500 setup. So there you go. I will drop the link for this in the live chat there. Anytime we can promote somebody, try and do good in the neighborhood, that's what we should do as a people. Like I said, some of y'all, I'm going to say this on the big screen real quick. Some of y'all are problems, but yet will jump on people who are moving as solutions. Some of y'all who are problems will jump on people who are moving like solutions. Some of y'all who are problems will jump on people who are moving like solutions. It will complain and complain, but yet your ass won't do shit about it. To add a solution to fix a problem. I've been knowing about y'all. I saw y'all at the door. Child, we're not done yet. We got more. I told y'all we got 10 destinations for y'all. Oh, my Lord Jesus. This right here is going to make you smile. Shout out to Education Week for bringing this to my attention here. Students with disabilities are spending more time in mainstream classes. Students with disabilities are spending more time in mainstream classes. Students with disabilities are spending more time in mainstream classes. Congratulations. This, you know, like her Franklin song, I smile, even though it hurts, see, I smile. Because you know, God is working because I smile. Even though I'm in it for a while, I smile. Let's go smile for me. Can you just smile for me? Wherever you're in right now, smile, smile, smile for me. Whoa, can you just smile for me? And my people say, oh, you look so much better when you, oh. That's the energy I'm having for this destination. Let's get into it, everybody. A new report from Congress Watchdog measures states progress toward educating students with disabilities alongside their peers. Shout out to Caitlin Petit-Stevens for bringing this story to us there. And I loved this picture right here. Just people investing in people. Amen. Praise and hallelujah. By the way, I love this. Look up. Wait, what's going on over here? And this right here is Asia Screen, a special education compliance monitor with student at Edward T. Steele School on the first day of school, August 25th, 2025 in Philadelphia. A new report from Congress nonpartisan watchdog finds students with disabilities are spending more time in mainstream classes, though progress toward achieving that goal in federal law varied by state. Of course, because the rest of the country voted for a racist, a sexist that also has to pay $5.8 million to E. Jean Carroll. Just thought you should know. So racist, sexist, bigot, ableist, and every other is that you can, including his administration and his supporters. Moving on. The number of students with disabilities who spend a substantial portion of their school day in general education classes is on the rise, according to a new report from a government watchdog agency. But the increases in general education classroom time for students with disabilities vary by state, and school districts say limited funding routes to hire staff, such as paraeducators, and establish inclusive programs limit their ability to drive up students' time in standard classes with their peers who don't have disabilities. The report from the U.S. Government Accountability Office. Child, y'all got some work to do. But hey, we're going to accept this win for what it is, okay? Congress nonpartisan watchdog measures U.S. schools' progress toward educating more students with disabilities in the least restrictive environment possible, a requirement in the Federal Individuals with Disabilities Act. Researchers have also found that students with disabilities perform better when they spend significant amounts of time in mainstream classrooms and that they're exposed to more rigorous coursework in those settings. Let me read that 2 more times for y'all. Researchers have also found that students with disabilities perform better when they spend significant amounts of time in mainstream classrooms and that they're exposed to more rigorous coursework in those settings. One more time. Researchers have also found that students with disabilities perform better when they spend significant amounts of time in mainstream classrooms and that they're exposed to more rigorous coursework in those settings. Overall, the number of students with disabilities and spend at least 40% of their school day in general education classes rose about 25% between 2012 and 2013 and 2023 and 2024 school years, according to the GAO report. If your goal is to have as many kids in general education who can be appropriately placed there, yes, I think it's moving in a positive direction, said the report's author Jacqueline Nowicki, director of K-12 education research at GAO. But it's important, also to not forget that being able to means that you need to have the resources in place to make those kids successful in those environments. It's one thing to say we're putting kids in general education. It's another thing to ensure they have the supports to be successful. Amen, 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 amen to that. The GAO report found that districts that do not have schools specifically designed for students in special education, those with low per pupil revenues, and districts with high and low levels of poverty, rather than those with average poverty rates, were more likely to have a higher percentage of students with disabilities spending at least 40% of their time in general education classrooms. Districts where 20% or less of students are eligible for free or reduced price lunches, and those where more than about 80% of students are eligible had higher rates of students with disabilities. Make sure it's over here now. Okay, after this, I got y'all. Because I thought I put it in here, but you know what? This will lead to that. We always do everything on time, everybody. Yes, we do. Districts where 20% or less of students are eligible for free or reduced price lunches, and those where more than about 80% of students are eligible had higher rates of students with disabilities in general education classes for larger shares of their days. It's not clear from the study, Nowicki said, why schools on both ends of the spectrum had higher rates than those in the middle of the pack. The growth in the number of students with disabilities in general education for at least 40% of their day was driven by an increase in the share of students with disabilities in mainstream classes for at least 80% of their day, meaning the growth was largely driven by those who are in mainstream classes for the majority of the day. The report also detailed the share of students with disabilities in general education classes for at least 40% of their day by race and ethnicity, disability type, gender, and English learner status. Students with specific learning disabilities, speech or language impairments, or other health impairments were the most likely to reach the 40% threshold, according to the report. Meanwhile, the share of students with orthopedic, hearing, or visual disabilities spend at least 40% of their day in general education decreased in most states. So, there is more. I bet y'all didn't know there was more. Let's see here. There were also increases in nearly every state among English learners with disabilities and Hispanic and multiracial students with disabilities spending large portions of their time in mainstream classes. In every state, girls were more likely to be in general education settings than boys. The GAO report found that schools' student-teacher ratios and the ratio of students to support staff, such as nurses and social workers, generally did not affect the rates of students with disabilities spending at least 40% of their day in general education. General education placements varied significantly by states. 42 states in the District of Columbia increased the percentage of students who spend at least 40% of class time in general education settings. The rate of increase, however, varied wildly between states. Schools in the nation's capital, for example, had the largest increase with 7.7 percentage points, while in North Dakota, the share of students with disabilities in general education classrooms for 40% of their day decreased by more than 3 percentage points in the decade plus covered by the report. In interviews with educators and district leaders in Connecticut, Illinois, and Washington State chosen because their districts have a diverse range of enrollment sizes and demographics, officials cite a lack of para-educators who can help students with disabilities spend more time in general education and a lack of appropriate spaces to meet the needs of students with disabilities, such as accessible playgrounds, as barriers to increase students' time in gen ed. Teacher contract limitations can also be a barrier, while some collective bargaining agreements allow teachers to opt out of co-teaching, in which a general education teacher and a special education teacher work together in a gen ed classroom. Miss West and Miss Anderson, I love y'all down. Elementary school, Wilson Elementary. Everything happens for a reason. And I thank God I went to that elementary school. And Principal Beverly Jones. Love you too, my sister. And to everybody at Wilson Elementary. Dunbar Matinee Middle School, love all y'all too. I had me a little experience. Actually not a little experience. It was a big experience. Shout out to Parkview Arts and Science Matinee High School. Shout out to Metropolitan Career Technical Center and Miss Phil. Shout out to you. When I had my media dream and Brittany Simone Patterson said, you can't make money at that, Miss Fields. You said, well, Ryan Seacrest does it. Thank you for recognizing what Brittany Simone Patterson can't, won't, and never will understand, that your dreams are as high as your brain cell capacity is. Now clock that T, Brittany Simone Patterson. Good Lord Jesus. Moving on. I did not find it surprising that the lack of resources was considered a main driver in terms of determining a student's educational setting, but it's not supposed to be that way. Noriki said, kids are supposed to be in the least restrictive environment for their particular needs. So in an ideal world, resources are not driving that decision. By the way, that same person, Brittany Simone Patterson, wanted me to give her test answers. So you can't make money in me, but yet you want my answers for a Metropolitan Career Technical Center test. Ooh, child. Moving on. The concept of students spending as much time as possible in general education classes with their peers without disabilities in the least restrictive environment is a principle of IDEA. Some interviewees said the personal beliefs of school or district leaders affected decisions on the students' educational settings. For example, officials from one district said that some principals felt that every child with an IEP, individualized education plan, needed 3 hours a day of special education instruction regardless of their skill level. The report said paying attention to those kinds of attributes, not just among our students but among the adults too, is really important. Now, vocational schools, right, colleges, 2-year and 4-year, and Job Corps, which should still be around today. It's not anymore because once again, everybody else voted for the dumbass, his administration, and now all his supporters are complaining about the hell that they elected to be in. So, sorry. I pray for the husbands and the wives and the kids of those supporters, not the people who elected him. See, you can support people while also not giving a damn about others. You can do that. You can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. You can stand on business, but also be about everybody getting to their business. Some of y'all do it better than others. Some states found success in scheduled changes, additional programs. Despite the challenges, interviewees also highlight the approaches that have worked in boosting special education students' time in general education classrooms. One principal shifted the school schedule so classes such as career and technical education and physical education occurred during periods when students with disabilities could participate with their peers who don't have disabilities. In an elementary school reference in the report, teachers modified the curriculum and developed supplemental support so that was accessible to students with disabilities, and they want to have to leave for specialized instruction. Educators are also making efforts outside the classroom too. One official side of the report said they are intentional about building a sense of belonging for all children by pairing students with disabilities with general education classmates for activities like picking up recycling around the building and holiday activities like pumpkin decorating and gingerbread house making. School officials interviewed as part of the GAO report commonly said they employ nationwide programs to promote partnerships among students like Best Buddies and Special Olympics. In these programs, students with disabilities partner with other students to build friendships, improve social skills, and create inclusive school communities. Shout out to Kaylin Petit-Stevens at Educator Week for bringing this article. This makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Like I said, just because a child has a disability doesn't mean they're a waste. Now, just because you are a waste, Thirsty Toxicity, and your supporters doesn't mean everybody else is a waste. And I pray for your children that they are more successful, that they are stronger, and they have cut you off entirely. Well, I mean, the words of Niles the Butler from the name. We're still waiting for the DNA results on you, but that's neither here nor there, child. In addition to that, shout out to schools recognizing we have to expand the territory of how students are seen. And by the way, just as a pro tip, don't ever say that I didn't want to talk about these people's lives. I wanted to hold on to the information, this, that, and third, when you brought up information about a person who was banned off of YouTube onto your channel. Oh, I'm clocked into work today. And like I said, as long as it's publicly available information, it's cool. But some of y'all utilize public information to really showcase who the fuck you are. This type of information right here needs to be out as well. Let's continue on, y'all, because this is going to directly relate to our next destination. As y'all know, Detroit is one of the biggest cities for Black people. And there's a lot good in the neighborhood. As we know, it is known as the Motor City. It is known for Motown and is known for many, many good things. One of the biggest things that they're known for is the Sheards. If you don't remember the BET reality show, The Sheards, this is the family. Welcome to our own world. Sit back and relax and welcome the Sheards. I remember a scene with Karen Clark Sheard and Bishop J. Drew Sheard, where Karen Clark Sheard got a makeover, and Karen Clark Sheard said, "Do you like it? Do I look younger?" Now, if I was nephew, Auntie looking fine as all get out. What you say? I'm sorry, Unc. I'm sorry. She looks divine. Okay, I was just giving a comment. You sounded like you want. Hey. That's family, dog. Hell. I wasn't born into this family. It'd be a whole other thing. You want to be the bishop, I would. Listen. There's a bomb in Gilead. Hey, there is a bomb in Gilead. My friend Lindsay Wheeler, who is all in the church media community, and shout out to Lindsay Wheeler. I am so damn proud of you, my sister. She was at a gospel conference, and she was like, Karen, J. Drew, and they just kept walking. And I remember their son saying, life is so much bigger in the church, and Karen almost lost her gasket. But I understood what J. Drew Sheard was saying. If we focus on our world, but not going into the world, how can people ever know the gospel? Because you do need to go forth and spread the gospel. So I say all that to say this from our good friends at blackprwire.com. Everybody, by the way, content information. If you're a content creator and you want to do something with BMI, Gabrielle and Natalie, 212-220-3141. That's 212-220-3141. That's 212-220-3141. Or you can email at gnatalie@bmi.com. Jody Thomas, her phone number is 212-220-3142. 221-220-3142. That's 221-220-3142. J. Thomas at BMI.com. Now, why am I reading a press release about BMI? And by the way, if you read press releases, if you're a content creator, the email, phone number are usually on there. Sometimes you got to put the company press release phone number in Google, and they'll bring the press releases that have the phone number and email. Try to give y'all game over here when I can. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here, Trailblazers of Gospel Music Awards. Kierra Sheard is going to receive the BMI Impact Award at the 2026 BMI Trailblazers of Gospel Music Awards. Child, look at the face card. Should have been Kierra Sheard Lee, damn it. I know I get my last name out to a lot of women. But anyway, I got to see her at Spiritual Encounter in 2014 or something like that. No, I think it was before then because I was still in Arkansas. But I got to see her and her song, You Are. And then in worship, da-na-na-na-na-na, you are, hallelujah, hallelujah. hallelujah. You are Jehovah Jireh, my provider. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are, oh, you are. If y'all have not heard that song, and if you ever see Kierra Sheard live and she performs You be in that experience fully. You take yourself through there. Do you hear me? One of the greatest gospel songs of all time. Okay. With that said, the ceremony will also... I really am about myself, ain't I? The ceremony will also celebrate top gospel songs, songwriters, and publishers on Tuesday, July 21st in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to Nashville, Tennessee. BMI will celebrate the songwriters and publishers behind the year's best in gospel at the 2026 BMI Trailblazers of Gospel Music Awards, held at BMI's Nashville office on Tuesday, July 21st. Multiple award-winning artist and songwriter Kierra Sheard received the BMI Impact Award in recognition of her impressive career and impact on the future of gospel music. Throughout the ceremony, BMI will also honor the songwriters, producers, and music publishers of the past year's 25 most performed gospel songs in the United States. Yes, 25 most performed gospel songs in the United States. 25 most performed gospel songs in the United States. The BMI Gospel Songwriter, and Publisher of the Year will also be named during the ceremony. The private event will be hosted by BMI CEO Mike O'Neill and Vice President of Creative Atlanta Catherine Brewerton. Kierra Sheard is one of the most influential and dynamic voices in gospel music today. Amen to that. Through her exceptional talents and commitment to inspiring others, and by the way, Bold Right Life, that conference for young people, Kierra Sheard has been doing that for a very long time. Shout out to all the work that the Sheards have been doing in Detroit and all throughout the world. I think Snoop Dogg did a song with them. I think Queen Latifah also worked with them as well. Maybe Dolly Parton. And you know the song, You Made My Day. You gave me peace. You brought the sunshine. You brought the sunshine in my life. Y'all, that gospel song has R&B, rhythm, soul, that cross-platformed in so many different genres. They were Mary before Mary. Moving on. Love Mary. Glad that y'all are back going to a festival. And damn it, I need an album. Expeditiously. Warren, get your ass in that studio with Erica and Tina. I say that with love. It's been too long since we had some Mary, damn it. Yes, indeed. Through her exceptional talents and commitment to inspiring others, Kierra continues to shape the genre and impact audiences around the world, said Brewerton. It's a privilege to recognize her remarkable achievements and contributions to gospel music. We look forward to celebrating Kierra's success and honoring all of our award-winning songwriters and publishers during a special afternoon of fellowship and music. Kierra Sheard is an acclaimed gospel recording artist, songwriter, actress, entrepreneur whose dynamic voice and innovative sound have made her one of the most influential figures in contemporary gospel music. Born into gospel royalty as the daughter of Grammy Award-winning singer and pastor Karen Clark Sheard and Bishop J. Drew Sheard Sr., pastor of Greater Emmanuel Institutional Church of God in Christ, Sheard has successfully forged her own path while honoring her family's rich musical legacy. Known for blending traditional gospel with contemporary R&B influences, she has expanded the reach of gospel music to a new generation of listeners. Since making her debut as a solo artist with I Owe You in 2004, Sheard has gone on to release multiple chart-topping albums and singles that have resonated with audiences worldwide. Her studio albums that earned positions on Billboard's top gospel albums chart, including 5 albums reaching number 1. 5 albums reaching number 1. 5 albums reaching number 1. Nicki Minaj wouldn't know nothing about that, would she? With several of her singles having reached the Billboard Gospel Airplay and Hot Gospel Song charts, her critically acclaimed album Kierra in 2020 earned widespread praise and contributed to a growing list of industry accolades, while sequential releases have further solidified her standing as a leading voice in gospel music. In addition to her solo success, she has collaborated with some of the most respected artists in gospel music, showcasing her versatility and influence across the genre. Throughout her career, Sheard has received numerous honors, including 4 Grammy Award nominations. 7 Stellar Awards, 3 Dove Awards, 4 BMI Awards, and she was named BMI's Gospel Songwriter of the Year 2022. A testament to her excellence in recording, songwriting, and performance. Press credentials will be limited due to space. To apply for red carpet credentials, please go to this link here, www.bmi.com/press/credential 2026-Trailblazers Awards. So I will just show y'all what it will look like, okay, for you if you go. So, of course, publication, name and outlet, email, first name, last name, brief description of event coverage and planned run date, circulation of outlet, website URL, phone number, credential requests for reporter, photographer, video photographer name, special requests and special requirements and requests are your only. I agree to the terms of service. So if you happen to be in Nashville, Tennessee, or you want to make a trip out to Nashville, here's the link for you to get your press credentials. I'm always about making sure everybody has access. Because how can we rise up if we gatekeep? How can we rise up if we gatekeep? How can we rise up if we gatekeep? But not everybody deserves to get through the damn gate. Okay, listen. A post-event press release, photos, and video will be serviced after the event. And then I'm gonna read about BMI here. Celebrating over 80 years of service, songwriters, composers, music publishers, and businesses. ASCAP at BMI is how music artists get their royalties. Everybody, by the way, also that service too. Oh my God, y'all know the person I'm trying to say from Escape, right? Not Latasha Scott. I think it's Tamika. Members of Escape. Tamika Scott. That's what I thought. Tamika Scott. Tamika Scott used the service to get her royalties, and so that platform as well. Celebrating over 80 years of service to songwriters, composers, music publishers, and businesses. Broadcast Music Incorporated, BMI, is a global leader in music rights management, serving as an advocate for the value of music. BMI represents the public performance rights in over 25 million musical works created and owned by more than 1.4 million songwriters, composers, and music publishers. The company negotiate music license agreements and distribute fees it generates as royalties to its affiliated writers and publishers for their songs are performed in public. In 1939, wow, here's some history I didn't even know. BMI created a groundbreaking open door policy, becoming the only performing rights organization to welcome and represent creators of blues, jazz, country, and American roots music. Let me say that 2 more times. In 1939, BMI created a groundbreaking open door policy, becoming the only performing rights organization to welcome and represent creators of blues, jazz, country, and American roots music. One more time for the one more time. In 1939, BMI created a groundbreaking open door policy, becoming the only performing rights organization to welcome and represent the creators of blues, jazz, country, and American roots music. Today, musical compositions in BMI's repertoire, from chart toppers to perennial favorites, spans all genres of music and are consistently among the most performed hits of the year. For additional information and the latest BMI news, visit BMI.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at BMI, or stay connected to Broadcast Music Incorporated's Facebook page. Sign up for BMI's The Weekly and receive our e-newsletter every week to stay up to date on all things music. Congratulations to Kierra Clark-Sheard and all of the songwriters and singers and everybody in between, including the producers as well. We do have a lot more tour, y'all. We're not done. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. From CNBC, the television network, and the website stuff, Delta launches basic business fares without lounge access seat selection. Here we go. Delta is cutting to the front of the plane. Right there. Delta is cutting up the front of the plane by introducing new classes, including basic business. The cheaper Delta One fares won't come with airport lounge access or seat assignments. Rival United Airlines made a similar move earlier this year. Delta Airlines is dividing the front of the plane into even smaller groups, offering a new basic fare for business and first classes that come without perks like free seat selection and airport lounge access. The carrier is following United Airlines, which made a similar change earlier this year to its Polaris long-haul business class and other higher-tier cabins. Carriers are seeking to maximize what they get out of high-spending customers whose resilient travel demand has helped bolster the industry. basic tickets in the Delta One Live Flat long haul cabin will go by the new name Basic Business, the airline said on Wednesday. There's a similar basic product for first class, which is more common on shorter haul routes and in premium economy. That means customers on those tickets will get seats assigned at check-in, earn fewer miles than most expensive options, only be allowed to make changes or cancellations for a fee. You do not have the option for same-day standby or confirmed flight changes. So this is the Delta A350 fleet renderings with the next generation Delta One suite cabin right there. As you guys know, you can watch YouTube Premium for free on Delta Airlines. We talked about that on the Virtual Report Live as well. And that announcement was made, I believe, during CES, Consumer Electronics Show. The seats will go on sale Wednesday for flights starting in September and are only available in select markets. Delta didn't say which ones would have the basic offering. Delta, the country's most profitable airline, has been working on the changes for more than a year. Delta's former president, Glenn Hostin, said on earnings call last July that the segmentation that we have done in main cabin is the kind of template that we're going to bring to all of our premium cabins over time because different people have different needs. Different people have different needs. Different people have different needs. When you reach people where they are, right? Because I always say availability and accessibility, availability and accessibility, availability and accessibility determines any company, brand, or platform's rise or demise, right? So by recognizing everybody's range, you get more flies with honey than with vinegar. The Atlanta-based carrier is scheduled to report second quarter results on Friday. So there is that there. Congratulations to Delta. They've been making it do what it do for a very long time. There's a lot of Delta fans for sure. Let's talk about Savannah James, everybody, because she got something to say to all LeBron haters. Right here from the Jasmine brand, Savannah James' then husband LeBron says critics have made careers out talking about him. Savannah James is speaking up about the criticism surrounding her husband, NBA superstar LeBron James. And shout out to the Jasmine brand. During a recent episode for podcast, Everybody's Crazy, Savannah addressed the intense public reaction to LeBron's latest career move and the nonstop commentary that often follows the four-time NBA champion. While discussing the scrutiny with co-host April McDaniel, Savannah suggested that some critics have turned analyzing criticism of LeBron into an entire profession. People have definitely made their careers out talking about LeBron, Savannah said during the conversation. The businesswoman and podcast host also pushed back on the idea that outside opinions reflect what's actually best for her husband and family. They have a subjective opinion about what everybody thinks is the best thing. Savannah's claim. And to be on the other side of it, it's like, no, it's not. Savannah's comments come amid widespread discussion surrounding LeBron's departure from the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers! After 8 seasons with the franchise, a move that has fueled speculation about the future Hall of Famer's next destination, which there will be a decision about his next destination, so it all works together. The couple who have been together since high school have been married since 2013, have largely kept their family life private, despite spending more than 2 decades in the public eye. So, here's the thing, right? I agree with Savannah James. Right. One of my favorite content creators in the world of sports is Charles from Dreamers Pro Show. I love that brother very much. But I do wonder if LeBron James gave him and Dreamers Pro Show a deal with Spring Hill Entertainment and he got to make $10 million a year by doing Dreamers Pro Show, would he accept a deal from LeBron? Right. So, I look at it like this. The more you complain about somebody, the more you make them rise. So to everybody who, says they don't like Melody or says they don't like Martell Hope, for example, well, guess what? If you don't like Melody, quit talking about it. And to everybody being on Martell Holt's side, you do realize he's not going to piss on you to save you if you're on fire, right? So but hey, y'all do what y'all want to do, child. I mean, like I said before, it is crazy. It's absolutely silly, rather, that a content creator is pretending to care about children when they posted a banned content creator on their platform, which should have got their channel deleted. And yes, Millie Chun is more credible than you, child. And then on top of that, child, who the hell are you to give suggestions for Essence? And for you to say that black men don't have the right to talk about Essence? I'm sorry. If you saw the OWN Spotlight series, Times of Essence, 3 black men star Essence. That's like Thirsty Toxicity when she said, where were all the positive shows on OWN? And I did a whole deep dive on OWN, showcased all the shows that were on OWN before Love and Marriage Huntsville. Some of y'all were not birthed with intelligence out of y'all mother's vagina. And for that, I am sorry to your mothers. Sincerely. Child, let's roll. Like I said, go do a 5th quarter or half of what LeBron James has done, and then we'll talk. But since the people hanging on LeBron don't have the capacity, capability, comprehension of brain cells for my brain to go do that, shut the fuck up. Moving on. Child, listen. Let's talk about Epic Universe, everybody. Yes, indeed. Epic Universe looks a little something like this. Roll it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
I have to tell you, it never gets old seeing that. Absolutely. So they premiered Universal Celestial Goodnight. I think on the 7th, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we are actually going to watch the show, and I'm going to give live reaction to it. I think of entering with Annie. Oh, yes, it was yesterday, July 8th. My bad. They probably had a media preview for July 7th. Now, if you remember when I covered the media grand opening of Epic Universe, there was an incredible fireworks show. So now we are going to watch Celestial Goodnight, the full show. Shout out to Laughing Place for doing this. Also, too, shout out to DP. Welcome. You see a little bit right there. Let's watch it. Here we go. Whoa, baby. We on, baby.
The time has come for the chronos to align. Across the cosmos, the energy of every portal will soon ignite, channeling the power of the stars as Universal Epic Universe bids you a celestial good night.
Baby, let's go! Oh, look at that. The spotlight. You see here at the top of the Grand Helios Hotel. Just imagine what we did about it. Oh my God. Colors, baby. Of course, at Universal Orlando Resort every year. was an opening.
You've played within realms of powers and jungle adventures. Traveled through time using your wizarding magic. Stood face to face with monsters and darkness. And soared beyond the clouds with dragons. Now, Celestial Park invites you to a final celebration of these epic worlds.
I do see the elevation of it, because this is the Power Show just elevated, but I see where they place these. I remember discussing this in the live stream with Phil. We had all night. See it. Whoa, y'all see that in the back? Whoa, that's cool. Get it! Oh, dude. Of course, y'all know that is Bingo, baby! And by the way, the closer you see is having all outdoor fun. In the world. Donkey Kong, yes indeed. Donkey Kong Country. Now that's new. By the way, the audio is pumped into the hotel room. I believe this is Harry Potter. By the way, all new music created is from look at the outfit go up. The spotlight going, going through the of course, we are in the land of Darkmoor. Dark Universe. Oh, well, y'all see the Dark. That's cool. I thought that's what functionalities do. Indoor! One of the biggest characters. Witness my masterpiece. Boy of Frederick, granddaughter of Dr. I love how they added dialogue to emphasize and allow the story out of the portal. Of course, How to Train Your Dragon out of work. Here we go. Absolutely. Oh, no, that's new. Oh man, there's that Universal music. Here comes the big finish. Now that is a celestial good night. Very, very motherfucking well done, Universal. Very well done. Well done. Very, very well done.
Until the next victory calls you back. Farewell and good night.
Shout out to Laughing Place for getting that. That was absolutely incredible. That was epic, credible, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to that. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all, there's so much more show. I know you're like, wait a minute, a show can have this much range? I know, right? It's weird to see a content creator actually creating content. I know. It's mind-boggling for some. Let me get this because you guys know, of course, we always end it with a positive news story, and I definitely want to get that for you all because when I saw this, it's going to make some people very happy. Definitely made me happy when I saw it. I was like, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Give me a moment here as I get that up for you all. It's going to take me a moment because I share a lot on LinkedIn, but one thing in particular I'm looking for. As soon as it pops up, I'm going to know it. Come on now. Oh, wait a minute. I think it might be coming up. I know I shared it. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, right there. So let me get that up there. Because we're definitely going to talk about this positive news story. It is absolutely incredible. Okay, so we'll talk about that positive news story when we get to it. Okay, so See, yeah, very, very, very excited to bring that to y'all. Let's keep going here because we do have more. Now, speaking of exciting news, here's some exciting news from Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com. Come on. We're live on tour. There it is. All right, here we go. So from Black Enterprise Magazine, blackenterprise.com, shout out to Selena Hill. Remote and hybrid work aren't going anywhere. New census data suggests. Remote and hybrid work aren't going anywhere. New census data suggests. Remote and hybrid work aren't going anywhere. New census data suggests. Remote and hybrid may be here to stay in spite of the corporate push for employees to return to the office. Despite a growing number of return to the office mandates from major companies, remote and hybrid work has become a fixture in the United States labor market, according to a new analysis of Census Bureau data from the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis. The research found that nearly 22% of U.S. workers worked from home at least for some of the time in 2025, a slight decline from the previous year, but evidence that flexible work has not disappeared. Early 2026 data shows the trend continuing with the combined share of hybrid and fully remote workers holding steady at roughly 22%. The findings challenge the narrative that return to office policies have dramatically reversed the pandemic era workplace changes. Instead, researchers say the data points to a new workplace structure where employers and workers embrace a mix of in-person and remote work. The Minneapolis Fed's analysis, based on the United States Census Bureau's current population survey, found that while the share of fully remote workers dipped slightly in 2025, hybrid work increased modestly, keeping the overall percentage of employees working remotely relatively unchanged. Employees also logged about the same number of hours working from home compared with the prior year. However, data shows that remote work varies considerably by industry. Public administration experienced one of the sharpest declines in remote work in light of federal and state government efforts to bring employees back into the office. I don't know why the government's trying to make people return to the office when the president's never in his office. Make sense, child. The information sector also saw a noticeable drop following return to office requirements announced by several large tech companies last year. Meanwhile, hybrid work appears to have become the new normal, particularly for knowledge professionals. Nevertheless, flexible work remains common across occupations where it is feasible. Gallup research finds that hybrid schedules are the preferred arrangement among employees with remote capable jobs rather than being fully remote or fully on site. For employers, the data underscores how workplace flexibility has evolved from a temporary pandemic accommodation to a long-term talent strategy. Companies continue to weigh collaboration, office utilization against employee expectations around flexibility, recruitment, and retention. I am going to showcase a picture to you all that I screenshotted because I thought that this really said everything about remote work. Oh, here it is right here. I'm going to send that to myself because I think this picture right here showcases the power of remote work. It took me a minute to find it. Because honestly, tell you the truth, I somewhat get, what it means to like be in the office, get to have your workspace and seeing your coworkers and going to the break room and, always being in a hub of activity. That's very important, right? But I think also too, it really depends, like they said in the articles articulately, on the industry, right? If you are a doctor, you need to be in the office. Teachers, they can work remotely, right? Law people, they can work remotely, right? So here is this map right here. I wanted to show y'all this because I think this describes it fully. And as soon as I saw it, I had to take a picture of it because I'm like, yes to this. What people think remote work is: working in pajamas, Netflix and chill all day, no means easy work, just using a laptop anywhere, flexible hours means any hours. What remote work actually is: effective communication, asynchronous collaboration, working late daily, time management discipline, digital tool proficiency, work-life boundaries, remote team building, cybersecurity awareness, self-motivation, deep focus work, continuous learning, goal-oriented performance, regular check-ins, empathy and trust, documentation and clarity, and virtual networking. And that's how I feel about remote work. Like, if you are posting a social media job, I do not have to be in the office every day. Like, for example, Dave & Buster's has a job for Main Event Entertainment, right? That's the Chuck E. Cheese addition to Dave & Buster's. My philosophy on Main Event Entertainment, moving everybody together. Do I need to be in the office in Coppell, Texas to know that? No. But companies will do what they want to do until they do what they need to do. Because they'll post a job, right? They'll accept all the applications. And then 6 months later, they'll say thanks, but no thanks. Or your resume was impressive enough, but we decided to move it in a different direction. It's like, if it was impressive enough, give me the opportunity to showcase it. That's it. So that's why I think about that. So a shout out to remote and hybrid work. And not to mention, too, there are people with disabilities that can't really be mobile. So, and, also, too, you have parents, right? You have parents, you have caretakers, you have many other people that may need to be able to work remotely. All right, y'all. It is time. Okay, it is time. 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 I'm so excited. Now, when I posted my description box, right? Oh my God. When I posted in my description box about the trailer, right? For Why Did I Get Married Again, was 41 minutes ago when I posted that, right? So this is the trailer. Now, of course, I had to post up my wifey, Jill Scott Lee. Jill Lee, Miss Lee, if you're nasty, okay? We will always stand for her, okay? Listen, there was a contest for Jill. There was a trivia contest for Jill Scott. I don't think you will find anybody bigger than me. Disrespectfully, I am the heavyweight champion, okay? Listen. Because I had to disrespectfully handle Uncle Luke and Trick Dad last night, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I took them through there with facts. By the way, NDIRE won last night, in case you missed it. So go back and watch that one after this one. It was a wonderful, 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 wonderful time. Wonderful time. Wonderful time. Wonderful time. Yes, indeed. Just making sure. Nothing else going on. Because like I said, sometimes we'll get off a tour and there'll be some breaking news and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to make sure that there's no other breaking news here. Okay, so y'all are ready. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the trailer for Why Did I Get Married Again? Okay. Now, obviously, I should have been Sheila's husband in the film. Lamar Rucker is there. No hate to Lamar Rucker, but it should have been me. And of course, y'all know her name is Jill Scott Lee. So with all that being said, let's get to the trailer, everybody. Here we go.
To our moms and dads, the best example kids could ever have. How to be there for each other and how to love each other.
What are they talking about? Like you, Marcus, and Troy? Good luck. Will you shut that up? Sorry.
We're about to turn Harry, Diane, Marcus, Angela, Troy, Sheila.
You look so stupid coming up in here with this young girl.
I'm young at heart.
Yeah, and that heart gonna need a defibrillator. Can you believe that our daughter is marrying Rosalind's son?
Well, now. Yes, I can believe it. I just got the bill.
That Jill Scott pose right there. Yeah.
Give your younger self some grace.
Your parents, you think they're perfect, but they're not. I don't want you here.
I mean, are all our kids just like us?
Same question.
And if you ever find yourself in a hard place, ask yourself, why did I get married?
I was not expecting that.
I have double what he's having.
Can I get your credit card, Daddy?
Yeah. What? No. She said, Daddy. We hear Daddy, we think our daughters.
Me. I'm Daddy.
That's coming out September 9th. Y'all, listen, I want Janet Jackson in it. I want Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it, but we have to take what we can get. Hell, I'm not even in the film. The film shouldn't be happening without me in it. But, of course, Lamar Rucker got the damn fucking rose. I'm available for shit, Tyler. Damn. Organically Unique says, whose idea was to put that wig on Mike? I agree. And Sheila's husband looked good as hell with that gray hair. It should be me, though, organically. But I will, all opinions are welcome. But I will say Lamar Rucker is a very, very good actor. Shout out to that brother. I wish I would see him in more things for sure. So it's all in good fun and me messing with Lamar Rucker. It really should be me, though. But shout out to Lamar Rucker for sure. I know Taraji's going to play the hell out of her part as usual. Do y'all think that maybe Tyler and his wife may get divorced and then Tyler Perry and Taraji P. Henson's character gets married? I'm just saying. Okay, listen, they might as well be married in real life. But anyway, y'all can say what y'all want, but Tyler's going to make sure he keeps our black actors employed. Y'all, if y'all can watch the same Lifetime storylines, then you can watch this. I will definitely agree with that. Very well said. Mike with hair, younger girl, still spilling everybody's secrets. Yep, I'll be tuning in. LAMO. It looks unforgivable. I definitely will be tuning in. LOL. Everyone's seems a lot more milder, including in this one, including Angela. Mike with hair is throwing me off. Without Patricia, I guess I'll tune in. He should put this in theaters first. I do agree. I think this deserves a theatrical release. Absolutely. I love that we get to see this for a new generation. And then maybe there might be a Why Did I Get Married? The Hard Work, which is a dramedy series on Netflix. So I'm pulling for that. Y'all, that is all of our destinations, y'all. 10 destinations in 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 59 seconds there. Not too bad for a show there. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Woo. So much going on, child. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. A couple of things. Let me see something here. I think I got 3 positive news stories right here. Let me tell you something. This tour, you can bet your bottom dollar this was one of the best tours ever on the channel. Like, we clocked in for it. Not that we're not always clocked in. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. But no, that was this was a very good tour. And sincerely, I really do love what I do. It is a privilege, a joy, and a thrill to be able to create a space where the unknown can be known, the unheard can be heard, and the unseen can be seen, and the unembraced can be embraced. So, first of all, let's talk about this because this is some big news for LA from Variety.com. LA 2028 Olympics moves International Broadcast Center to Warner Brothers Ranch in Burbank. This is huge. As you guys know, there has been a soundstage exodus out of LA because the prices are too damn high. Okay. Shout out to the bro who sings the rent is too damn high. Yes, indeed. From the Schmoyo channel there. Like I said, LA 2028 Olympics moves International Broadcast Center to Warner Brothers Ranch in Burbank. The LA 28 Olympics is moving its international broadcast center from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood to the Warner Brothers Ranch lot across town in Burbank. The Los Angeles Organizing Committee announced last year that the broadcast center will be housed at Hollywood Park Studios, a new 5-stage production center to be built adjacent to SoFi, which will serve as one of the nerve centers of the games. Now, when those sound stages get produced, I need Hollywood Park Studios to not just be a studios, but I need y'all make that a production company, because you got 5 sound stages, you got SoFi Stadium and YouTube Theater. I should be seeing productions out the wazoo. Full stop. Okay. All right. Let's continue on. Though it's farther from the action, the ranch lot is significantly larger, with production space with production office space rather in 16 stages on 30 acres with great capacity to host the game's broadcast partners. So, you know, I think there's European partners, of course, as well. And then, of course, you know, ABC, you know, CBS, Fox, the CW, they'll all be broadcasting live. They won't be able to, you know, air footage from the Olympics, but they will have on-air talent there at the broadcast center. For example, when the Super Bowl happens, the Rich Eisen show is live on location. First Take is live on location. Many other productions are live on location. This campus offers the scale, technical infrastructure, and production facilities required to support one of the world's largest temporary broadcast operations. It will be fully operational for several months before, during, and after the LA 2028 games, the LA 28 committee said in a statement. The opening ceremonies will be held simultaneously at SoFi and the LA Memorial Coliseum, the historic site of 2 previous Olympics, which is about 6 miles away. Those 2 facilities will host some of the game's signature events, track and field at the Coliseum and swimming at SoFi, with basketball at the nearby Intuit Dome. Hollywood Park Studios will still be used as the main press center, where broadcast outlets can do live stand-ups and conduct their other operations, while the broadcasters will be based in Burbank. Together, the 2 campuses will support the full range of media and broadcast operations that bring the Olympic and Paralympic Games to audiences worldwide, a fitting reflection of Los Angeles as the global center of the entertainment industry, the committee added. The Warner Bros. Discovery stated that the decision to put the broadcast center in Burbank was made after careful analysis. The International Olympic Committee signed off on the plan in June. Warner Brothers Ranch served as a studio backlight before being redeveloped as a soundstage complex over the last few years. It officially opened earlier this year. It is home to shows including Rooster and I Love LA. As soon as next January, LA 28 will begin to transform it into the International Broadcast Center. The ranch was built with creators and producers at the center of every decision, said Simon Robinson, Warner Bros. Discovery president of studio operations. Being confirmed by LA 28 affirms the intention behind this world-class campus and hosting the LA 28 Olympic and Paralympic Games. International Broadcast Center is both an honor and a reflection of Warner Bros. Leadership in serving the creative community as we continue building on more than a century of storytelling expertise. The Olympic events will be spread across the region, with some events in the San Fernando Valley. Squash will be held at Universal Studios, while BMX racing on pentathlon and skateboarding will be held at the Sepulveda Basin Recreation Area. Diving will be held at the Rose Bowl Aquatic Center in Pasadena. At the soccer final will be in the Rose Bowl. Very, very cool. Very awesome. And like I said, this is a huge win, especially after the LA fires, at the fact that whether it was going to be at SoFi Stadium or Warner Bros. Ranch, the fact that LA is being used, okay? Now, of course, you know, it wasn't going to happen without LA, but you get what I mean, of the fact that we still have legacy media still being honored. And I remember watching a clip of the Shade Room Live. Armand Wiggins was on there. Shout out to Armand. He's been blowing up, rightfully so. You know, and they were talking about legacy media and new media. And Armand said that it takes both. You know, I love the immediacy of new media and how I don't have to wait to be seen, but I also love the impact of legacy media and how far you can reach people. And the Shade Room Live host also agreed with that. Now, speaking of big events, Comic-Con is on the way in San Diego, or to use a song, where in the world it is Carmen San Diego? Yeah. Yes, I remember my childhood very well. From Variety.com and Variety Magazine as well. Nickelodeon announces Funergy Factory Experience at San Diego Comic-Con 2026. Now, I take umbrage with this because I remember very specifically saying Nickelodeon, your world on your level. Joyplify the fun. Joyplify the fun. Joyplify the fun. Amplifying something relates to energy. So I'm going to take credit for this, okay? In the words of Snoop Dogg, I would like to thank me. Now, this is what you'll be seeing at Comic-Con. Okay, now they've done Slime City before. They've done Slime Across America. If I was at Comic-Con, yes, I would be the biggest kid at this booth. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Nickelodeon has announced a slime-fueled experience at Comic-Con International San Diego 2026 that expands beyond the convention center floor. At the brand's 1,800 square foot booth in the convention center, fans can experience interactive challenges and photo opportunities inspired by Nickelodeon franchises like SpongeBob SquarePants. I can't really do it, but I tried for y'all. Avatar: The Last Airbender and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Across 1,800 square feet, attendees can generate Funergy through challenges culminating in a nearly 20-foot tall slime surge. I believe that is the 20-foot slime surge. I hope you're able to stand under it and actually get slime. That'll be really, really cool. Of course, you see slime bubbler, I believe. Let's see here. Across 1,800 square feet, attendees can generate Funergy through challenges culminating in a nearly 20-foot tall slime surge, capture themed photos and videos, shop retail aisles, and participate in daily giveaways and character appearances. This year, Nickelodeon introducing Fun Flows Here, a outdoor activation partnership with the new Children's Museum in downtown San Diego. The activity zone is free to the public from July 23rd to July 26th at the museum park. So this is it right here. So it looks like you have some tents here. Looks like this is going to be a photo op, and maybe you go through here, I guess, maybe. I'm guessing, but Kids' Imagination will host an interactive stage show with performances, games, and entertainment inspired by series like Paw Patrol, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Thundermans, and Star Trek Scouts. Fans can get slimed with the iconic green goo at Nickelodeon Slime Booth and take photos at installations featuring SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and the Kids' Choice Award. Wait, does that mean they'll actually have like a real Nickelodeon where you can hold it? Like, yes to that. Nickelodeon Our World will host kids activities like make your own slime, bubble play, DJ sets, and live raffles. The SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, will screen at a family movie night on Friday, July 24th at 7 p.m. Museum members will receive an invitation to a special preview event on July 23rd. The new Children's Museum will be closed to the public July 21st through July 26th. That is awesome. So finally, y'all, we're going to end it with this because this is some huge news. If you know Shark Tank, you know Shark Tank, and this news is going to make you smile. Shout out to this brother here, Rashawn L. Williams, right? Let me put some respect on his name here. He is the Chief Information Officer at Harbinger Sports Partner. At Harbinger Sports at Harbor Sports Partners, founder, Chief Information Officer at Harbor Binger Sports Partners, and Shark on ABC Shark Tank. I literally snuck into the best part and about to have a ball. Thanks ABC Shark Tank for allowing the South Side Chicago and Morehouse College and Harbinger Sports Partner investor in the tank as a regular shark. So Rashawn Williams will return to Shark Tank as a regular shark for season 18. Congratulations, good sir. Let me see if I can pull up a photo of this here. I just had to give credit to this. First of all, congratulations. Absolutely incredible. Y'all know Damon John has been the only black shark in the tank for a long time, and this is absolutely amazing. As y'all know, Mark Cuban left the tank after many, many seasons, so congratulations to him. Y'all, that's all the show I got for y'all. What a great, great tour here. Like I said, one love, much love, all love. I Feel the Love Is in the Right. I tell you tonight at 6 o'clock, we'll be talking about Milagro Grams, because child, what she just recently did. I think she should just pay Milagro can't pay herself because she has no talent. But Milagro should pay Megan Thee Stallion, right? So anyway, one love, much love, all love. Once again, I Feel the Love Is in the Right. Congratulations to Rashawn Williams, who will be a regular Shark in the Tank for season 18. Shout out to Shark Tank for almost making it to 20 seasons on television. That is a huge deal. All right, everybody. Love you all. Bye. Peace.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. H-I-C-A-S, H-I-C-A-S, H-I-C-A-S. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. C-H-I-C-A-S, 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 C-H-I-C-A-S. Chicas, divertidas.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking, are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring.
Child, Braylon over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time.
Good morning, TikTok. Can I have your attention, please? Girl, are you ticking, are you talking? Because knowledge is knocking. Then I want to talk to you real quick about ignoring a bitch. Oh, there's power in turning the other cheek. Now, I'm going to tell you something. One thing about people that like to throw shade, you don't fight shade with shade. The only thing that overrides and destroys the shade is the sunlight. See, your light got to be so bright that you keep that bitch where they belong, in the shadows, the dark. The bitch is invisible, and we don't see you, girl. See, you don't go back and forth with a person that's hating on you, because when you do that, you become just like them, a weak bitch. So the next time they mention your name in a status or your name come up in a conversation, don't respond because you're too high to look that low. We can't go back and forth with people that we can't reach and that's not on our level. We not sitting at the same table eating the same meals.